I'm Abi, I'm doing the MMAs in Music Performance at LCCM, and I'm a Londoner born and bred. Okay, so the kind of music that I make at the moment, I'm in a band called Masiba. We're kind of alternative indie kind of vibe, but I am classically trained as a singer many years ago now, and from that degree I ended up kind of going into Brazilian percussion and kind of gigging as a kind of function player. But yeah, I decided to focus on my kind of independent art by coming to this university. Yeah, the course is great. I mean, you're in a place that's really full of people from all different backgrounds and doing all different types of things. So I found it really inspiring in that way. I've met people here that I've now formed a band with, and it's taken my kind of idea of myself as a performer and as a musician into a completely different direction than I anticipated, which is great. And also an experience, an opportunity to perform as a lead vocalist and like really lead my own project, which is something I've not really done before, so it's great here. So the track that I made for the hackathon, for me was very much a kind of tool to inspire me to create something a bit different. I don't work in Logic very much. I maybe produce some demos in there and maybe arrange in it for my band, but this kind of gave me an opportunity to create something a bit more rogue. I kind of ran away with it a bit, played around with lots of different instruments, used the controller to actually control like a saz, like this Turkish kind of stringed instrument, and played with frame drums instead of using it in a traditional sense of like creating a beat. And that, yeah, I just found it really fun and really easy to use. So yeah, that was my kind of take on it. My expectation of the plugin was, I don't know if I had one actually. I think I was quite sceptical about AI in music, especially listening to like the fact that things can get made without any input in it. But this was completely different to that. I was very much in control of what was going on. I found it much more as a tool than as something that was creating something for me. Which was quite exciting, I found, and really easy to use and really quick. It just meant that I was able to snowball ideas in a much more organic way. The key feature for me, and maybe this is because I don't use Logic very much, but I loved being able to play with it live and actually record that directly into a MIDI region. That was great, I love that. As a performer, that was much more intuitive than having to actually separate it into different regions. I was able to just like do a performance and then it mapped it out and then edit it from there, so that was the feature that I liked. Yeah, it's quite an exciting prospect, especially if you're going to be releasing plugins like this for different instruments. I just feel like there's a lot of scope, yeah, to just kind of it be very inspiring. I'd really like to be part of the DAACI community because these kind of tools are extremely inspiring, and to be kind of have something like that delivered to me, like here's another thing to play with, is really helpful for somebody that doesn't maybe want to look for it or doesn't have the time to look for it. So yeah, being part of the DAACI community would be great.